All right, explore the rich history of an iconic Chicago building that hides worlds behind its doors.
Chicago's Fine Arts Building, music, magic, and murder explores the building's history, its revitalization, and its cultural place in the city of Chicago. Author Keir Graff and puppeteer Tom Lee join us with more. Welcome to you both. An author and a puppeteer. How did this happen?
It's like Wonder Twins
Twin
activate.
powers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You never know what you're going to get when you walk into the Fine Arts Building.
Exactly. So, Keir, let's talk about your book first.
Sure. Yeah, so this book it's a beautiful coffee table book that tells the story of the 125 years, 127 now, of the Fine Arts Building's existence. It was founded in 1885 as the Studebaker Brothers Carriage Factory, and then a short while later repurposed as a building for artists. And since that day, it's continued with the exact same purpose, and houses people like me, people like Tom, people doing all sorts of amazing artistic things.
Ah, there's the connection.
Yes. So, Tom, you are at the Fine Arts Building as well. Famous puppeteer. Tell us a little bit about what you do and what you do at the building with your team.
Absolutely. Well, I'm part of the Chicago International Puppet Theater Festival, which, based right here in Chicago, is North America's largest festival for puppet theater, and brings hundreds of events to the city and thousands of tourists and people interested in the arts of puppetry. And in the Fine Arts Building itself, we not only have the administrative offices of the festival, but we have the Chicago Puppet Studio, which builds puppets like this beautiful deer, for theatrical productions, for films, for operas, for dance. So it's both a studio for making and building amazing, beautiful puppets, and also for running the festival.
And I just imagine that this is a building that houses all sorts of stories, all types of people. I mean, some eclectic, some probably, artists come in all shapes and forms in terms of, right?
We're mostly pretty normal.
Mostly.
There are a lot of different personalities in the building, and that's one of the things that attracted me to the building. I really followed my friend, who's a bookseller, into the building. My friends run Exile in Bookville, which is an amazing bookstore on the second floor, and I was spending a lot of time hanging out with them, and these marvelous people would come into the store, and I just couldn't believe the variety of interesting things that people were doing. And my friend said, you should get a studio in this building, and I followed their advice. So I moved in a few years ago, and now I'm part of the community as well.
All right, so we talk about music, and we're talking about murder. What is the murder happening? Did we have to read to find out?
So one of the shocks to me in researching this book was exactly how many people have died in that building.
Oh my goodness.
I focus on one. It was kind of the notorious murder case in 1980. A radio actor he was kind of a star in the golden age of radio. His career went out with the advent of TV. Maybe he had a face for radio, I don't know. He became a drama coach and taught for decades. And in 1980, he was murdered in his studio by a student. And the circumstances are so bananas that it's like something out of a movie. The murderer locked the door from inside and escaped on a window ledge. And I just felt, I don't like to sensationalize crime necessarily, but on the other hand, that is a part of the story of this building.
Yeah.
And hopefully, too, that will draw people into, learn more about the rest of the history of the Fine Arts Building, including the wonderful creative and artistic things that people are doing.
And I think that's what makes a city so great, is a building like the Fine Arts Building, right? I mean, we need it more than ever. We need this place where artists feel safe, and it's an enclave for all types of people, the eclectic, the weird, the sublime, right? Why is it so important to you?
Well, it's really kind of an island, like you said, of people who are working in all sorts of forms, and some people who are masters of their craft. One thing that you'll find at the Fine Arts Building, like nowhere else, is expert musicians and instrument makers, luthiers, and you'll find painters, you'll find a person who lives next door in our studio who works making bonsai stone sculptures.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really eclectic and interesting mix of people, and like you said, it's a center of creativity for the city.
And I read too that it's where the word puppeteer actually even came from, was from Chicago, the Fine Arts Building.
This is true. We couldn't even believe it ourselves, but inside our studio, a woman named Ellen van Valkenburg in the 1912 coined the word puppeteer when she developed something called the Chicago Little Theater movement. She needed a word to describe her actors who were both giving text and performing, but also moving around marionettes. So she coined the word puppeteer right here in the city. And now I'm one.
Yes.
Amazing. I feel like we could talk for hours about
Yeah.
all of the amazing things, but you can buy the book. Kier, Tom, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. The book launch is this Friday. It's June 13th at Curtis Hall. For more information, head to trope.com. You can also find them on the socials, all the information right there on your screen.
Thank you.